And welcome back to another episode of the Perilous Trails quest playthrough. Apparently somewhere where we shouldn't be. And there's no exit. So that's fun. Oh. Oh. Oh, they're still here, okay.
Hey, there you are! You sure had Paimon scared. We couldn't open the door after you went in. Everyone was super worried about you.
Did you find anything, Traveler?
So, did you find the person we—
Judging by the look on your face, I'm guessing you saw something a little...
Huh? How could that be? Don't worry. Paimon will...
stupid!
If Paimon wasn't feeling so exhausted, she'd help out too.
Hey, what is this? Nap time?
So let me get this straight. I'm starting to have a very ominous feeling about this.
What?
I feel the same way. I concur. We came here following the things we've encountered on the other side of that door are equally strange. It shows us whatever we fear the most. We're in a space that defies common logic. On top of that, I'm starting to feel tired after that.
The phenomenon hasn't reached a lethal stage just yet. Otherwise, we would...
I'm starting to worry that we're being affected by the changes in this space. In order to avoid the sudden accumulation of hunger and fatigue, we should eat and rest regularly from now on.
Now that you mention it...
According to the current evidence, and now it seems that mental fatigue is unavoidable. Though we have yet to locate the Conqueror of Demons.
She's right. Hey, Lavender...
Oh, wait, how do we... That's down through here. Hello.
You haven't slept at all, are you?
Don't worry about me. Now, if I...
How could...
It's my job.
I figured as much.
Sure. I also have some ideas of my own.
As they say, two heads.
This place is interesting.
It's hard to believe what we've encountered. Well, I suppose there's no use hiding it anymore now that everyone's seen it. After these last few years with the Arataki gang, though the list of annoying things to deal with is strolling around the streets, roasting lavender. Just don't laugh at me, okay?
Ushi, you sure you can't find a way? Yep, that's gotta be honest. Oh, come on, don't get... I did think about just using my Oni super strength to dig our way out, but the rocks here are even... The rocks didn't even budge when Ushi charged him. It's pretty... The only thing I can do now is, Yeah, I know.
This place is interesting.
By the way, Traveler, if you have a moment, could you do me a favor? I'd like to discuss something with you. Please, come meet me over there. Thanks for coming to speak with me. I've been thinking about this place. Since we still don't know just what kind of danger we're up against, we can't afford to delay any longer. Don't you think it's a strange coincidence that as soon as you told us about the Conqueror of Demons, we heard his voice in that place? It almost seems deliberate. As if something was trying to convince us that I have a theory, but I can't tell the... Judging from the Conqueror of Demons' reactions, I think that he was somewhere else. But is it possible that we've entered into a chaotic space? We're seeing things in people that shouldn't be, and we don't feel hungry because the state of our bodies is suspended. If that's true, it means we've entered into a place when you put it all together. This is a place where time and space are thrown into chaos. And yet, if it's truly chaotic, how did we find our friend's voice even when we had no idea where he was? It doesn't make any sense unless this space which brings me to my next point. I submit that we didn't actually see the Conqueror of Demons. He was somewhere else. But his status was Traveler. You said you saw the abyss and at first glance, the door may seem like a prank. It shows you whatever there's no way of knowing what might be in there. 1 minute, it's playing a joke to get you to lower your guard. The next, this space is a powerful opponent. But I'm not gonna sit here and do nothing. Do you remember that small spatial rift next to the dissolving ground? It felt like spatial magic. When we saw that illusion of the Conqueror of Demons, it seemed like he wasn't expecting our spaces to intersect at all. I think that this space purposefully transmitted the Conqueror of Demons' voice, but I also think it didn't count on that spatial rift happening. In other words, the fact that we saw and spoke with the Conqueror of Demons, yes. Also, I had a good look around after coming back. I think this gives us an opportunity. If the space creates phenomena meant to deceive us based on our imaginations, then we have to keep imagining, Traveler. If we try to stay calm and listen carefully. Can you feel that? Let me see. I think it's here. And break! I secretly learned Yelan's illusion breaking method without the sound came from behind this illusion. Let's go.
Okay, so we're in a really weird place.
It's getting clearer.
No. This is the chasm. What did Bartish go through here? It was just in that battle 5 years ago. What is he doing here? The one I met. Is that...
Is he talking about something that...
The voice is much clearer now. We're close. Conqueror of Demons, can you hear me? It's Yenfei. It worked. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Listen to me. It's chaotic here.
Everything is chaotic here. No. The darkness that sullies my soul is harmful to mortals.
Right now, we have more dangerous things to worry about than that. Without you here with us, our search for you could very well lead us into danger.
So, you're...
He said two. Oh no.
There was no...
But we're worried about you. And earlier, the Traveler was tricked into entering a dangerous place.
How do we meet?
Conqueror of Demons, can you find out where...
I see. This might try something.
Hurry! If we...
Stand back!
So? Hey! You good, buddy? Oh. That's interesting.
Now we can avoid getting
Oh.
A lot's happened here, but this wasn't just for our own...
It's just a flesh wound.
You're not a burden. Don't think that for 1 second. We need you.
Fine. As you wish.
You're injured. Get some rest. Everything else can wait.
Take this!
Whoops. Where is... There she is.
As Oh, Traveler?
You're both
So
here.
I'm shocked.
Great. I want to talk to you.
I also felt that the space was targeting us. But
Based on what just happened, we can now confirm our suspicions that space and time function chaotically here. In addition, now that we found the Conqueror of Demons, the next—
I went back to the domain again just now. Although I couldn't. My clan has practiced magic for generations, and has created— I recognized something like one of those catalysts in the domain. Unfortunately, I think so, but it's hard to— Also, I am the only one out of all of us who could know what it would look like. To me, that confirms that this—
Just like with that door.
By reading our minds and showing us what we want, it creates the reality that we want to be true. Everything it does is either to get us to lower our guard, or if that's the case, it can only have one goal: to trap us here until we die. What else could it be?
We should prepare for the worst, but we mustn't give up.
I've always known there were secrets hidden in the chasm, but even the Qixing have never heard about anything like—
Yelan, when we first ran into you, you said you had something to do. What were you referring to?
I was looking for the truth behind the monster invasion from Conria. Please keep everything I'm about to say to yourselves. No one else can know.
We got it.
Under Rex Lapis's command, the Millelith fought hard to hold the front line near the chasm. But these were vicious beasts, and this was the most desperate— At a critical moment, someone distracted the monsters and led them away. Just when the Liyue army eventually won the war. But there were many who never returned. 2 of my ancestors took part in that war, and the one who made it back went insane. Everything about it was strange. The current generation of Qixing knows very little about these events, and very few came back from the chasm alive. Finding out the truth, the day the chasm was unsealed, I put in a request to be transferred here, so I could— But this place we've ended up in— We can't give up. Right now, our #1 priority—
This is interesting.
Are you all right?
Shh, we'll talk later. I'm just processing all the existing clues. Maybe the key to our escape is—
All right.
Oh, don't worry. I won't write down—
No, I meant if—
This is certainly peculiar.
You don't look well. I guess things still haven't. It's okay. Sometimes I really.
Hey, Ushi. Looks like our little lavender melon. Man, she looks wiped out. And that little dude looks stunning too. Oh, I sleep like this when I'm in jail. Traveler, when did you get here?
Wait! Where are we? Yep, way better! Who would have thought the best guide in all of Tibet could end up so out of their depth? Yeah! So anyway, Paimon just had— Yeah, just like that! Aw, Ushi!
Hopefully he's okay.
Traveler, it looks like the Conqueror of Demons is awake.
I'm fine. Don't worry. The karma I carry is dangerous to humans.
Well, I have Adepti blood in me, so I.
Even so,
What happened while Paimon was...
with a little help, I was able to find my way here.
Conqueror of demons.
No need to be so formal. Just call me Xiao.
Oh, sure.
It was a senseless battle. I came here looking for someone. But when I found them, they weren't anything like how I expected.
Madame Ping says that you usually base yourself at Wangshu Inn to guard the main road through Dihua Marsh. It's unusual for you to go looking for someone yourself.
I'm looking for a yaksha called Bosacius.
Bosacious. I thought that you were the only one left.
You could say that. But Bosacius's body is the only one that was never found. Yakshas deal with God's remains all the time, and we become tainted by karma. Over time, it inevitably drives us. He left. No one but Bosacius was the eldest of us. He once told us,
Did he forget his promise because he lost?
it's possible. I am the sole survivor. So it is my duty to find out the fates of the others.
What made you come to the chasm?
Did you know that 500 years ago, the beasts of Conria invaded the chasm? That war lasted a long time. It is said that in the midst of the battle, a brave yaksha was seen putting, but no one knew the yaksha's name.
But there were many more than 5 yet.
Wow. But
I am by no means certain, and I didn't have any other clues except for this, but Bosacius was proud. If he had taken part in that war, he would have announced his name. So at first, I thought the nameless yaksha couldn't be him.
Wait. So it.
Yes.
no.
The invasion of monsters from. Life is full of coincidences, but this is too much of a coincidence. Could this all be related to the fantastic compass meant?
What will?
Oh, right. Maybe it's not something you've come across much before, but both mortals and Adepti sometimes write out their final wishes so somebody else.
And this can.
Whoa. You wanna write a will? Now?
It was no accident that you saw my illusion that day. This place, pure deception is easy to spot. But the truth, it made sure you heard my real voice to create panic. This one-way communication, if we hadn't managed to get in touch through the spatial rift, we may well have lost someone by now. Rather than murdering in cold blood,
How is this even?
our opponent is very clever. Everyone, whether I accomplish what I came here to do or not. I rejoined to warn you that it's extreme.
But how do you know?
You might become a shadow of your former self.
Sounds like you saw them too.
Yelan, you're back.
I've been back a while. I was listening to the conversation. I've seen some strange things here too.
So they're just illusions?
At first, I had the same, but it's not that simple. There may come a day when these illusions become real and attack you.
Oh.
From what you were saying a
What?
moment ago,
I can't say for sure, as Yanfei said, this space is chaotic and unstable, but it has its weaknesses. So, if I use all the energy I have,
really? So powerful attacks can affect.
Whoa.
I mean,
Wait a minute. When you said you were gonna get...
You can't be serious.
I saw Bosacius underground. A single blast can only create a very small opening. To send you back to the outside world, I may need... I know how to fight to the bitter end. I can do this.
No way.
Paimon neither. It's not much of an escape plan if we gotta leave someone behind.
Should
It's
leave
only
together.
a good or bad plan if there are other options to compare it to. But that's not the situation we're in right now. I doubt you'd still be stuck here if anyone had a better idea.
But can you be certain that your plan will work?
I cannot.
What is wrong with you? You can't bet your life on something if you don't even know it's gonna work. It's not worth it.
To conclude, I'm not.
What if I told you?
That's your strategy. No offense, But we have no guarantee this plan of yours will succeed, or even that it's safe. You said it yourself. Yakshas pose a danger to humans. You really expect us to accept your self-righteous plan just because you say so?
The battlefield is a treacherous place. Every opportunity you take, you put everything on the line for. If you fear sacrifice and failure, you can never be victorious.
I've been in my fair share of treacherous battles, so I know full well that you never bring up extreme measures like this until the You say these things in the hope that we will understand and accept them. But if you don't— Besides, if you were really so determined to end it all, you wouldn't have given us the opportunity. And anyway, losing one of us so the rest—
Yelan.
Point is, it's not time for drastic measures yet. It's possible there's a hidden passage leading to the exit that we just haven't discovered.
What if there isn't? Or if we don't find it?
As things stand, there's no difference between sacrificing you and trying to find another way out, in terms of the likelihood of success. If we can't say that one strategy is better—
Did someone say a strong enough strike can break us out of this place? Yeah, that's right. I heard ya.
Goodness.
No one's staying behind to let anyone else out, all right? Enough talk. It's time for action.
Stop him, please.
Come on, whatever you are. Let's see how long you manage to keep us trapped in here after I'm finished with you.
Ease.
Have a taste of this! Yeah! Whew, okay, so I didn't tear the whole place down. But check it out, new path. If you need a hero, I'm the man for the job.
He is the definition of all broad
Should
and
have
no
seen
brains.
this coming.
Well,
Why do you always have to do things like this?
Shinobu.
What happened to Ito?
The boss used up all his strength in one punch. Maybe that's the reason he managed to tear open a passage.
Let me see if there's any way I can stabilize it.
He did this because he heard us arguing, right?
The thing with boss is, whenever we get into an argument in the Arataki gang, today he's done it again. He may not have known. Another thing with boss is, he hates it when other people sacrifice themselves, but he always seems to end up doing it himself. That said, there's a slight when he does things like this. He doesn't really think he's sacrificing himself, because he genuinely believes that he's strong enough to defeat any obstacle he's facing.
Giant ego alert! And wasn't he just—
The boss is hardly open to persuasion. Besides, he always acts without thinking. There's no— it's not just him either. The other guys in the Arata— I couldn't stop him if I tried, so I might as well just let him do his thing. Besides, often his harebrained intuition is surprisingly—
Ito?
I'm sorry.
Don't be. You have— Still, if the boss definitely wasn't sacrificing himself. He firmly believed that we'd be able to find everyone's important. Everyone, let's all do our best to try— Leave the boss to me.
Everyone, it seems this passage doesn't—
What the? So,
No, it's still worth exploring.
Aha, I see. I'm with you.
uh,
So far, I still haven't found the thing I came looking. If this domain has the power to project our imaginations or the—
oh, right! No,
Well, I can't guarantee that, but
I will find a way.
wait, where'd he go?
let him go. But if you're planning on going into the— After all, I'm just a look. By the way, you and— I have to say, though, if Yelan hadn't spoken out like she did, I'm not sure she would have gotten through to him. Also, self-sacrifice is something Yelan feels strongly about. She tried to stop whoever it was. From what I know, she's lost comrades in the line of duty before. And how can things ever be the same again, knowing that your life was saved when others weren't? In a way, if I were her, I'm not sure— Oh, wait, one sec. Yeah! Right, that's much safer. Since Ito can't fight right now, I've cast a spell to protect.
Thank you, Senpai.
We will. Same. Alright, Traveler.
We'll go investigate it next time. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you next episode. Bye!